Anything you want to do. Whoop. But yeah, my issue is people like to talk about I like to talk about like they'll have their favorite things, and then they'll take those things, and if you don't agree with them, ooh, I don't want to buy that. I want to buy this and those. Is that a buckler? No. Okay, bye. Um, so they'll take those things and they'll make like an identity around those things that they like from this video game, and then if you say something negative about the thing that is like their favorite game of all time ever in the history of life, in the universe, and everything. Okay. I'm guessing it's wanting me to go in this direction then. Whee! Boop. Okay, now we're back at the beginning of the game. But this time we have more runes. And an angry tree sentinel that I don't want to go fight. It's a humanoid boss when it looks like a human. His movements are like a human. And he's not bigger than like, 1.5 times your size. Then all of the Morgott, Margit, Moog are all humanoid boss type enemies. By that set of qualifications. All of those M bosses. An argument could be made for Godric and that he's just not human-like because he grafted like a million arms onto himself. For whatever fucking reason, I don't know. Do we want to continue in this direction? We're gonna do circle around, I guess. Yeah, I guess. We'll do this in a weird way. Do this. And go murder the shit out of this guy. Come here, you. Caden Helm again. Here we go. All right. First piece of equipment on. I like this helmet. I like that whole armor set, honestly. And we're going to need poise once we start casting spells. Whoop! That's right. These guys are indestructible with that torch. Does it turn their whole body into a hitbox? I fucking hope not. That's kind of annoying. Zooming along. Oh shit, I forgot to tweet about going live. Oh well. Jank horseback fighting. Always loads of fun. Whoop. Come here, you little shithead. Damn. Oh. Well. That just happened. Guess we're going on a journey in this fight. Woo. Just getting impatient and reckless. Dismount her. Interesting. What is it? What it is about this game? This game fucking wakes me up, though. I was thinking I might need coffee. Now I'm second guessing that. Although it's 8 o'clock, if I'm gonna get coffee, now would be the time to go get it. How long has it been? It's only been an hour. Okay. Up, down, and around. Oh, a somber smithing stone just chilling out there, out in the open like that. Don't know if we'll ever actually need it though. I don't think any of the weapons that I'm planning on getting are boss weapons. Let me check my notes real quick. What the fuck is that? Move to... Yeah, you can, when the fuck did that come in? That came in the 23rd of February. These people don't seem to understand that you start sending out links and shit in your fucking emails. It looks suspicious as fuck. Yeah, come here. Whoop. Whoop. Really? Sweet raisin, not like anything actually meaningful. Get that fucking torch out of my face. Oh, fuck right off. There we go, the major threat's taken out. And I just wanted to loot this fucking chest, and now I gotta defeat a literal small army. I need to get off this fucking horse before it gets us killed. Right? Alright, you're really actually starting to actually piss me off. So you fuck off. Thank you. Fucking hero of Elden Ring there. Now I gotta go and stop these assholes again. It's not a very precious description what humanoid bosses are, more than a help to get me get Hermity get bosses into a category. Yeah, that's again, it's like, while I can talk about this stuff quite easily, it's not something that I think about often enough for it to become like an issue or a concern for me. Like, I enjoy, there are bosses I enjoy and bosses I don't enjoy. I did not mean to do that, but I guess we're gonna do this with one fucking... We're not off to a good start. We're gonna do this with one fucking Estus. Or one blast of Crimson Tears. Definitely not off to a good start. Can you fucking... Okay, thank you. What the hell, man? Oh. Whoop. Oh, that's terrible. That's awful news. 'Cause now we have to play basically perfectly and not ever take actual damage from that fucking flail that builds up bleed damage, because if that bleed meter fills, then we're fucked. Whoop. Come on, get that bleed meter down. That's what we're waiting for. Okay. That was a little clever bait and switch there. He looked like he was getting ready to do one attack and then did another. Ah, fuck me. Oh, God. Yeah, now we're doing this completely hitless, but we're down to that last fucking swing. And of course, he's now only doing head smashes, aren't you? Fuck me, man! Had to add on that last fucking swing. I didn't really understand what point you wanted to make with the Final Fantasy. I'm saying I enjoy games that have more fantastical bosses. Like the Souls games, I enjoy them because they have these insane bosses. I have... If I wanted to experience a fantasy game with like human-like bosses, then I'd go and play Final Fantasy. Like there's a lot of I can go play Skyrim or like fucking, you know, there's countless examples of. Okay, there we go. Sorry. There's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of games that fill that need of like, you know, wanting to like engage in swordplay, and like Sekiro, for example. If I want a FromSoft game that lets me do that, you know, that want for, you know, human enemies in a fantasy setting is being met by like countless, you know, countless RPGs. Persona, for example, is very fantastical, but that's more like modern times sort of stuff and not like high fantasy. But that's what I enjoy about Elden Ring, is that it's high fantasy made by the people that like helped me really get into high fantasy in a way I haven't before. And that's George R. R. Martin. Even though I don't like his naming conventions for the bosses in this game, let's give them all my initials. Oh, so clever. Well, while you recover from that, I'm gonna go heal up real quick. Fucking joke of a boss. Alright, let's stop doing that. This happens with every single, like almost every boss that this keeps happening to me. I get him down to that like 1 HP mark before he dies. And there's a grace that appears somewhere in here. There you are. But yeah, I'm what I'm trying to say is that there are other games that meet that desire for a fantasy setting. And the human, like, I don't need bosses to be humanoid. I don't really Like, that was my biggest, issue with Dark Souls 2, actually. And that is that a lot of the Dark Souls 2 bosses are just, they're humanoid. They're just humans, random fucking humans. Like, there's Pursuer, most of the Great Soul bosses, minus Old Iron King and the Rotten, so about half of them, Skeleton Lords, Sir Alone, Fume Knight. Let's see what else. There's that gank boss in that jail zone, whose name I forgot. Let's see what else is there. What's the name of the? I forget the name of the last boss in Ivory. The Ivory King DLC. All right, there we go. Oh, we can't cast spells yet, so we're not going to worry about her at this point in time. Trying to think of like what other bosses there are that are just like humans. I like when there is a balance from humanoid and fantasy monster bosses, but yeah, you're from Sekiro, so you know, I don't have that huge love for Sekiro. I'm not saying Sekiro is bad. I feel like I need to keep qualifying that because there are people that will show up later down the road and be like, you insulted Sekiro. And it's like, that's not what I was doing. I was just saying that Sekiro is not my favorite. It would be, right up there with Dark Souls as one of my favorite, we want to rank the things, there you go. Sekiro would be up there with Dark Souls, but the exact order would be Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Dark Souls, Sekiro, then Dark Souls 3, and Dark Souls 2 is down there right at the bottom. My least favorite in this entire franchise. Go. Just keep killing them until I get what I want from them. And that's the thing is like it's not about like I don't need there to be specific types of bosses. As long as the bosses are fun to fight, I don't care what shape they are. You could make a giant fucking bouncing triangle. If it's fun to fight, then I'll love that boss. The bouncing triangle, greatest boss in Soulsborne history. Like for me, it's not about appearance. It's about the fight itself, the mechanics. That's why this is at the top. This has like it has a lot of mechanics that I find to be very entertaining, a lot of fun. Unless you're mad or wish to be burned alive, stay clear of the lake. Don't be. Yeah, he's like, don't do it. You have so much to live for. Don't do it. Okay. Sekiro, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2. We can agree on the important things. The important things, like Dark Souls 2 belongs at the bottom of that fucking list. Dragonburnt Ruins. Wait, what? Isn't this the trap? There's 2 underground areas in here? Behold armament? What? This isn't the trap? Fuck. Requires 18 dexterity. My dexterity is never going to get that high. It's going to be just high enough to use a very specific weapon that in this game is absolutely fucking phenomenal and a lot of fun to use. Whoop. go. Get back here, you. And heal up, because this is a group of enemies that could potentially restore Estus flasks. And we're about to go to Florida. Everybody ready to go to Florida? We've been talking about a trap. We're gonna do, only a trap would be able to get us to go to Florida. No one willingly goes there. And I guess being from Germany, I don't know how familiar you are with the Florida lore, Caddis, but here in America, we have a state known as Florida. And it is a fucking hellscape. It is the last place anybody willingly chooses to live in this country. Like, most people that I know who are of sound mind and body, they would never go to Florida unless their life depended upon it. Stone Sword Key, that's huge. Absolutely huge. Gigantic, even. Because, yeah, there's a weapon I'm going to be going for inside of Stormvale. Oh, I wasn't high enough for a plunging attack, I guess. Crab eggs. There's no crabs in here. There's a crab over there. But we're not over there. We're in here. Let's look around a little bit more, see if there's anything else to find. Because that stone sword key was huge. You once knew all the states in America and their major cities. I'm guessing when you say major cities, you're talking about the capitals. If that's the case, you would have done well in school here. Every student I think every student who goes to an American school is required to learn all 50 states and their capitals. And then the moment you take that test and pass it, you do a brain dump on all that information because you realize you just don't care. Like, they try and make it out to be like this big deal, but there's never been a single moment in my life where knowing all the names of all 50 states and their capitals. Oh my fucking god, the fucking heroes of Elden Ring are back. Yeah, these are the fucking heroes of Elden Ring. Holy shit, man. Thank you for giving me my charges back. Jesus. Alright, there's a very good chance that we may die. Well, let's go to Florida. In order to go to Florida, you have to smoke a bunch of meth. That's what that was. That was meth. We have to learn it for a geography class, but then after the test, yeah, that's that's exactly what I was saying. Is like, even American students don't give a shit about that. Like, you take the test, and your brain is like, all right, I've done everything I need to make that information useful. It's got people sprinting out of here. We're in Florida now. Activate that, even though I still don't know how they work or what they do or how they do whatever it is that they do. I just like to. It's a thing that you can touch, and if you never touch them, it has a big shiny on it forever, and that bothers me. When I see people who do like no hit runs and shit like that, and they just run past that big glowing fucking shiny, and I'm just like, oh god, please just touch it. Gingerly place your hand upon it and pick it up, so it'll stop shining. Alright. So, welcome to Florida. Place a little marker there. All the way back in that direction. And we're not going to be able to go in that direction just yet. I'm trying to see where... Oh, we're right there already. Okay. Yeah, I might want to level up before I do this. We'll see. If I die, it's not that... Okay. I think that staff is actually locked behind a boss in this area, so let's just grab that golden seed and get the fuck out of here. Do, do, why can't I see them? That's weird. Okay. Glad to be out of that fucking... I don't even know why we needed to learn in a German school. You know, that's a very... You know, that's a question I would ask the teachers. Like, why the fuck did you have us learn this information? This guy will teach you or give you... he starts off Millicent's quest line.
A great sage, in my day anyway. I'd hoped to ask a favor when one of your ilk came along. A strapping young tarnished, able to cross the scarlet swamp of Aeonia. Don't fret, I'll provide fine recompense. Should you accept, I will teach you the secret of Celia, the town you see there. Ah, then you are willing to lend a hand, are you?
Yes.
I need your help to heal a certain young girl. Her name is Millicent. You will find her beyond Celia.
Millicent gives you some really good shit, man. Millicent gives you some fucking, like, Giga Chad tier fucking talismans.
The rotting sickness that afflicts Millicent has no cure. When the Erd tree flourished, even the demigods could not stave off its effects, despite their nigh godhood. But Millicent's suffering can be ameliorated. For this, you are to find a certain...
That's certainly a word.
Seek the deep scarlet swamp of Aeonia outside Celia's bounds. The needle, made from unalloyed gold, is lost.
It's not lost. I know exactly where it is. We're not going to be going there for a while.
First, you must find the unalloyed gold needle. It's hidden somewhere in the deep.
Okay.
The secret.
I already know the secret of the town, but Millicent's questline gives you some fucking... regardless of which way you go in that quest line, you get a really fucking good item out of that. You want to avoid those dogs for now as we traverse Florida. Yeah, I know we're heading... Ooh, we're heading... Ooh. There's one over there, too. Let's go get that one. While we're in Florida. This will help me know where help me figure out where exactly I'm going to need to go to and get Grace. Touch Grace. There. And rest real quick. Oh.
Forgive me. I've been testing.
I don't know what triggers this.
If the Elden Ring
Because this, you know, I did this yesterday, you know, in that other fresh file that I had, and nothing. Like, I don't know what I did different between then and now, besides going to a different zone.
Had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance.
You give me my... Thank you. Thank you.
Gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace.
Go to Round Table Hold.
Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
Ta-da!